Hello everyone, so welcome back to the channel. I am back with another video. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video. We have got a lot to talk about. We have got to talk about. But very firstly, we have my 1 month Cygnus performance we are going to talk about. So for those of you who don't know, I provide Cygnus too, and like it's a private channel which I started just a month ago. So the 1 month results are here, and I want to talk about some things on it, and also I will tell you I will tell you the mistakes which people do with their strategies and why they don't become profitable. So you can learn from them and you can avoid them. So let's just start from the signals and then we will come back to the chart of gold and we will talk about what I'm thinking next for gold. So moving on to this is actually the PDF which I created. If you want to see the detailed results yourself, I have posted this PDF in my Telegram channel. For those of you who are not in the Telegram channel, you can join from the link in description. It's totally free, and from there you can find this PDF and you can see it all yourself if you want to. Now, talking about some things which I wanted to share with you all. Before we talk about them, let's just see how my signals work. So my signals are generally like 99% of the times come with a 1 is to 1 risk to reward. We generally have a 150 pips SL, and again with the 150 pips 1 is to 1 risk to reward, we have a 150 pips take profit too. So this is the basic interpretation of my signals. We trade gold only, and for some signals I may cut the loss in short. Okay, we most of the signals come with one single TP that is of 150 pips, and for most of my signals, if we find that the trade is going wrong and is will not come back, then we cut the loss in small, like just we did here or here. And if sometimes the trade is too good, then we try to hold it. Okay, so like here we holded it and we bought 320 pips profit. Also the profits are also given in percentage terms so you can understand them better. Now talking about our performance, I will just go through it fastly, very quickly, and will give you the points which I want you all to understand. This was the first week. In the first week we gained 450 bips or 3%. This is assumed for every trade that every trade was taken with the 1% risk. Okay, so the first week we gained 3% or 450 pips. Now moving on to the second week, and also after that we will move on to the things where everything got messed up, and the reason why it got messed up, we will talk about that too. So before that, let's talk about the good stuff. So here the week 2 closed and we got a 480 pips net profit, and percentage terms we were up 2.3%. So in 2 weeks we gained some nice 5.3% or 900 plus pips profit just in 2 weeks. Now where the things went wrong was the third and fourth week. Now, what happened in third and fourth week? Let's see this together. So, here the third week got closed and we ended with a 250 pips net loss and also 2.25% net loss. Okay, so this was the third week. What went wrong in the third week? I will talk about that too, but first, let's just keep moving. Now, talking about the fourth and the last week of the month, we again ended in loss and our net loss was minus 150 pips, or by percentage terms, we are down 1.5%. Now, that like the net results for the month, we are still up, we are still green, and we are still in 500 plus pips profit. Like if we talk about in pips term, or if we talk about in percentage terms, then we are still up, I guess, 1.55%. So overall, for the month, we are still in green. But the last 2 weeks, they caused a lot of harm, and I had to give back a lot of my gains, which we scored in the first 2 weeks. So why this happened, we will talk about this and then I will give you some important points which you have to understand. Now, why this happened was actually because of some like ranging markets, and I will give you details about it. Just see, the week 3 started on November 25. Okay, just keep in mind this. Keep in mind, and for now, we will move on to the next thing that you have to understand as a trader. most of you most of you keep on jumping from strategy to strategy. The very first point is that you have to understand that any strategy can't have a 100% win rate. There are times for a strategy that there are some specific times in which a strategy performs well, and there are specific times in which the strategy may not perform that good. Okay, so like for example, if we take my strategy performed very well in the first 2 weeks, okay, but in the third week it started to go like this, and in the fourth week it continued to go like this, okay. So as a trader, you have to understand that times like this are normal if you want to gain times like this, okay. What it means is that if you want to gain profits, if you want to stay in this game for the longer run, then you have to stay calm in times like this. If you happen to over risk in times like this, okay, if you happen to lose discipline in times like this, then you will end in some huge losses, okay. So you have to understand that times like this are normal. This is the part of the game, because no strategy has a 100% win rate. Every strategy works in some specific times, and maybe in some times it may not work, okay. So yeah, that's why you have to understand that times like this and then times like this are normal. Just make sure that your losses are smaller than your profits and you stay in the green in the longer run. That's it. Okay. There's nothing complicated in this. Now, talking about my strategy, like what are the times when my strategy goes like this and what are the times my strategy goes like this? Let's talk about them. And I will show you that too. Okay, so you can understand it in a better way. Now, November 25 was the day when we started to mess up. Now, let's move on to the charts and see what actually happened on the charts on November 25. Remember the date, November 25. Okay, so now we are on the chart of gold as I trade gold only. So, this is the candle on which 25th of November actually started. Okay, so you can see since 25th of November, the market is just not moving, it's just ranging, okay. So there is a not a clear direction. Now most of you might now understand what in what times my strategy works the best. Again, to showcase you like a little more details, let's zoom out and I will tell you. My strategy works the best in times like this, in times like this, or in times like this, or maybe in times like this too. But it works the worst in times like this when we are just not moving and continuously ranging. So the pros of my strategy is that I can easily catch the trend. I am able to catch the trend, and like it helps me to continuously like catch the trending moves. But the con of my strategy, the bad part of my strategy is that when we start to range, when we start a consolidation or accumulation phase, I start to lose. Why? Because I'm a technical and fundamental trend trader. My strategy performs best in a trending market and it performs the worst in a ranging market. So this is what I wanted you to understand, that if you are jumping from a strategy to strategy, then maybe the problem is not in your strategy, but it is in your mindset. You have to identify the points that in what times your strategy, in what market conditions your strategy works the best. Like I have identified that my strategy works best in a trending market. So I have designed my strategy in that way. Okay. Now, as I've designed my strategy for a trending market, that's why my strategy don't works in a ranging market like this. Okay, so every strategy has its pros and cons, and for every strategy, as every strategy has its pros and cons, so it every strategy is like it's a must for every strategy to have times like this and also times like this. Your job as a trader is not to over risk in times like this, is to manage your risk in times like this. Your job is to stay disciplined in times like this. Your job is to uh, keep focusing on your plan in times like this. Keep following your strategy in times like this. No matter how much you lose, just manage your risk and keep focusing on the plan. Okay, now I'm in a 2 week losing streak, but I'm still confident in my strategy. Why? Because it is my strategy who has given me maximum returns. So I understand that there are times like this for every strategy. That's why I'm not panicking and I'm still following my plan which I have. I'm still following my strategy. So this is what I wanted you to understand, and I hope you all understand it. If you are still looking for some 100% win rate strategy, please let me know if you find it. And if you find it, I'm ready to pay millions of dollars for that. Okay. If you really do, there's nothing 100% in this world. Nothing 100% in this world. But still, if you want to find it, then go ahead and I hope you found it. Find it. Okay. Now just moving on to the little bit quick analysis of gold as I've shown. Okay, one more thing. This is just a PDF created by me. This is not verified by any broker or any website. I know most people now have verified results from my FX books, or like talk about give me some verified results from my FX books. What I want you to tell you, next year I will be having a broker which will be linked with my FX books. For now, my broker can't be linked with my FX book. Okay, so I will be shifting the broker. I will be putting some money and I will be linking it with my FX books, my FX book for full transparency purposes. And if I'm not able to do it, like if for some reason I am not able to link my broker or shift my broker to my FX book, then I will be doing some live logins regularly into my broker. So just for transparency purposes, okay. So yeah, this is just for transparency purposes. I just wanted to tell you, so you know. Also from next year, starting from next year, I will be doing live login into my prop account. I will be showcasing its results and everything. So yeah, with full transparency. For now, it's just a PDF which is created by me, as it's just been 1 month of my VIP signal. So I have not done I have not been focusing on the transparency stuff, but I will be doing it from the start of the next year. Okay, now moving on to the next thing, which is code. Also, if you like my videos, if you like the education I provide and stuff like this, then you may subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon. It helps me, it motivates me to do the stuff which I'm already doing. And one more announcement which I'm going to do is that we will be doing some free education for the month of December, and I will be just free by the end of this week. And starting from next week, I will be giving free education. Will try to teach my strategy in depth if I am able to, but if I'm not, then I will be teaching you some basic which can help you become a better trader in these financial markets. Okay, enough yapping. Now let's just move to gold. Okay, so the technical analysis or the fundamental analysis still remains the very much same. The fundamentals are still bearish for gold, and as a technical and fundamental trend trader, I am still bearish on gold because of this fundamentals thing. Okay, this week we have some inflation data, we have CPI, we have PPI, and next week we have FOMC. So these some days are going to be important, but if anything does not change, I am a bear for the past 2 weeks and I am still a bear. Now, technically, what I am waiting for, I am waiting for a clear breakout now. Okay, a clear breakout or a test of the top of this area. Okay, and also confirmation. Okay, so what are my zones of interest? My zones of interest are already marked on the chart. I have told you my bias, my style, my bias is still bearish on gold. I'm still looking for sells, but now I'm more cautious with sells as we are just not breaking this range. Once we break this range, once we start trending, then I will play a little aggressive. But for now, I have now become cautious and patiently waiting for the top notch bearish setup if I get one. So my main zone of interest is going to be this area, and then this area if we break out this, or maybe if we start to crash from here, or if we break the support area, then I will be waiting for a pullback maybe, and then I will be looking for further sells if the fundamental picture remains the same for gold until then. Okay, this is also quite a nice area, but I'm not that much interested in this area. I will be looking for this area. Why? Because there may be some liquidity which price may hunt, and then from this area we may start to fall. So I will be waiting for that. I will be waiting for some seeps of the high if we get, or maybe a closure below this demand area. In any case, I will be entering some sells as fundamentally, and due to market psychology, the stuff which is going, I have talked about them in my previous videos in details. The things have just not changed at all. So due to all those reasons, I am still a bear on gold and still looking for some swing sells, and my targets are still around 2570. The first target, okay. The second target is quite below, but this is going to be my very first target for gold. So yeah, this was pretty much it for the video. Again, a reminder, if you are not in my Telegram channel, I will drop the link in description. And if you have not subscribed to the channel till now, there is some free education coming, and you might miss that. So if you don't want to miss it, then please hit the subscribe and the bell icon button. I will be trying to teach my strategy and whatever I can. So yeah, best of luck, happy trading, and we will meet in the next video.